Okay, we're working on a video here today about the waxes. I kind of did a little video earlier about why we weigh the waxes and why we organize them so that there's numbers on them. This wax will be these two flasks will be different, right? The amount of material I'm going to need to cast this will be different than the amount of material I need for another flask. So here, and afterwards when I pull the base off, I'll scratch the number on top. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I know. Okay, so I'll put those over here. I don't know if you've seen that. I put them over by the vacuum machine. So we're just going to go ahead here. I hope that's going to be a good enough angle. I know from years of experience, I shouldn't say years of experience, I know from years of doing it, those little flasks take 4 scoops. So put a little water in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, normally, you guys, when I'm working with this stuff, I got a mask on. It's a dust mask. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy. It's a dust mask. Okay, put a little water in there, and your favorite whisk. Now, a lot of people might want to weigh this. And if you're new to making jewelry and doing this, yeah, weigh it, right? But I use Randolph and Ransom's, and it's very forgiving stuff. Just make sure you stir it for a while, right? You know, I know what the consistency's got to look like. And I'm just doing basic casting here. I'm not casting printed parts or anything like that where you got to be super specific. If we're going to do that, then yeah, I would say weigh it. But I know what I want it to look like. I can see it, the consistency of it. Okay, the whisk here is actually worn out in a couple spots. That's how long I've been doing it for. With that whisk anyways. Okay, you gonna see what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna put it into the vacuum machine and vacuum out the bubbles. Okay, after a minute or two, you can see like how this rose up to that level and then fell, and then it's at a rolling boil. You need that to happen. Okay, so I just showed you that it was up to a rolling boil, and there's our flasks. So clean up as you go. Okay, it's been a minute or so. 30 inches of mercury. Now if you look at it, there's the edge of the flask. That's why you put the tape on there, because the investment rise is that much. If you didn't have the tape on there, it would just be all over the place. See, it's through a nice boil. Okay, and so let's open this up. See how that dropped down? Okay, so I showed you the waxes, why we weigh them, why we number the flasks. We just put these anywhere we want right now. Don't kind of shake them up too much, just get them down and leave them alone. People say, oh, you shouldn't touch them after you vacuum them, just leave them on the vacuum table. Well, what happens if I have 3 or 4 more to do? I'm not going to wait until these harden a half an hour. No, get them out, put them down, leave them alone. Don't touch them for half an hour. Maybe even if you can leave them for an hour, great. Peel it off, peel this, scratch the numbers on top, peel off the bottom so you know, but make sure you scratch the number on top. That's number 3, that's number 1, that's number 2. Right? Because you've measured, you've weighed them, and you've written them down on your list so that you know. I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm not going to cast them till tomorrow. But I know that, so I'll know the weights of each one of those. I'll figure that out. So the wax in the one is going to be whatever. It's a 3.2. I'll know that times 3.2 times, these are going to be silver, times 10. 32 grams of silver, and then plus the 10%, another 3.2, you know, 35, 36 grams, maybe more, 38 grams. And then I'll know that there's enough for the sprue button, and we'll centrifugally cast them. We'll do that. We'll have a video tomorrow. Did you reach out to a friend? Did you feed your goats? Which reminds me that I'm going to go feed them. They're going to have their afternoon feeding. I'm going to feed them a little bit early because I think the Italian and I are going to go. Excuse me, the Italian and I are going to go for lunch. Now you're following me on YouTube, I hope. So hit the subscribe button. Maybe tell your pals to follow me. Enjoy the videos. If there's something, remember, I'm not teaching you an exact science. I got a disclaimer at the end there. You know, if you hand mix something and it doesn't go right for you, just, oh, don't call me up. Well, wait a second, call me up and complain, sure, but I'm not going to do anything. I mean, there are instructions on everything, and there's proper channels to learn. Yeah, maybe I'm a go-to guy to showing you that it happens, and eventually you figure things out. That's okay. But if you do something in one of my videos and it doesn't work out for you, there has to be a reason why it didn't. You know, the little things. Did you know, like when you mix your investment and you're not a seasoned guy that's doing, man or woman, person that does you know, like casting, and then weigh your powder, weigh your water. It's really simple. You know, it's right on the box. It comes right in the inside the box. There's a box down here. I'll dig through it. There's instructions. Go online, double check with other people. I'm giving you a kind of a guy that's been at it for 40 years view. You know, I know that everybody doesn't have a workshop like this, a studio. This was most of this equipment come from a functioning, 20-year business that I had employees, and I had a showroom, and I had salespeople, and you know, I mean, if you have questions and you want to ask me questions about how it went down, or how you do things in a jewelry store, reach out to me. I'll answer them the best I can. But remember, you know, this is for enjoyment purposes. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoy yourselves. Well, good morning, you guys. I posted a couple videos. One of them I posted was 8 minutes long, and the other one was about 9 minutes long. And then I go to monetize them, and they're telling me some weird things. Oh, I don't know, so you can't have this ad or this ad because of the length. And so what I'm making here is just a little short to add to the end of one of my videos there. And I don't know if you know it, but I'm a pretty accomplished cook too, you know. So this is chicken breast in a tomato, and there's nice slow roasted pork in here, and a little bit of ground pork. Okay, let's taste that. Oh, my goodness. Wait a sec. Let's not mess around. Here's a piece of the pork. Oh my. And here's a little bit of the chicken. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna wash that off later. I'll let the dogs eat that. Kind of a nice day out there. So this is gonna go on the back end of one of my videos to try to get it over 10 minutes. Subscribe. I'm sure you have any questions or anything like that. Let me know, drop me a line. And if not, have a great day. And make yourself something nice to eat.